Hey guys, hi. This is Deepak here again. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the different concepts in AWS. Primarily, in AWS Lambda, there are different options that is given by AWS Lambda. So, the, we are gonna talk about those options. So, one of the main option which is given in AWS Lambda is that you can trigger your AWS Lambda based on different events. Like say you want to trigger based on say an S3 object is placed in S3. If you want, you can trigger based on an object which is placed in S3, or say like you have deleted the S3 object, then you want to trigger, you can do so, or say that you can even you can trigger your lambda from other lambda code or from step function you can trigger, or from a workflow process also you can trigger, or in here as you can see you have many options like you can trigger say from an IoT device, or Alexa load balancer can be used to trigger, or CloudWatch logs, or code commits. Say your code has been committed in Git in code commit, then you trigger, or from DynamoDB kinesis. So say like you have many options. So this screen is pretty cool. It gives you, it customizes the inputs based on the type of source that you selected. Say if you have selected the SNS, that is simple notification service, based on that you have to select the SNS topic. You select say the SQ like S3, if you select, then you can give the source bucket name, and you can give up to the point of the prefix. Say like you want to be triggering whenever a new, whenever put happens for an say put event happens, an image is put in this prefix location, then you want to trigger, you can do like that. Or on and all objects are deleted, that's a possible event. When that happens, you want to notify, you want to trigger something that you can do. Then you can also do based on some suffix like I want to trigger only for JPEG images, I can do this. So I can add this, and I can even add more. So you can even have a lot of such uh, events created. Okay, so I think this function is in a different region, so it's giving an error. But you can do such things. This function is in a different region from the bucket, so that's why it's giving an error. But you can have more than one triggers added, and I will have another video where I will go through a practical demonstration of this thing working. So that will be another video. And also once it is added, I can trigger the output to a destination. Like I can trigger the output, say if something is successful, then I want to trigger the output into an SNS topic. I want to pass on the message to a simple notification service if I want something like that, or create, trigger another Lambda function, or send to an event trigger message bus. If I want to do such things, that is also available. So these are all wonderful options which are given. These options are very useful to build a simple and messaging service, or build your own custom application using your Lambda codes. So this is pretty cool. So basically you can see, as you see, you can kind of uh, you can have data coming from your input, a triggering event, and then process you can process that in your Lambda. You can do the processing, do something in this Lambda, and then you can pass on, you can send it across to your destination. So this is a very beautiful way in which you can call Lambda. And you can also, you can use Lambda, like say you have an what you can say you have an server, a web server, right? The web server is kind of getting in requests from all over the world. So different clients are requesting HTML pages. So internally, this when an information is asked in the old systems, you will have an say REST APIs, a server. You need a separate server, and there is going to be an like an database which will be giving the information back to the REST API, and REST API is passing the information back to web server. But the problem is you need a separate EC2 here, right? You need a separate EC2 machine, which is gonna be a lot of cost for you. So it is not a good solution. You need to pay for this separately. So instead of this kind of a solution, what this Lambda offers is it gives you an service where your web server is going to basically call a Lambda, and the Lambda is going to check code, connect to the DB, and return information back. So Lambda is going to be the intermediate, and this is very very efficient for cost. Very cost wise, it is extremely efficient because you pay only when you use it. You don't have any dedicated instance. So this is one of the main advantages of using the AWS Lambda. So in here you have the option as also as you can add your own environment variable, like you want to add something like a username, password. So you say you have some username and passwords that you want to maintain, some username password. You can do that also, and you can read that password in your environment variables here. So let me show how you can do it. You have to call the OS library. Then we will use this to display the information. So I will do it. So here you can see I am basically fetching the environment variable called username password, and I will display it. So hopefully this information will get displayed. So let us save and test this. So environment is a function to get environment variable in Python. Similarly, you will have for other systems like Node.js will have its own function. So this is how you can use environment variable, and it's also good practice to set up tags like say you wanna say like give it an environment. Name you want to give, you can give as many tags, up to 50 tags you can provide here. So this is about tags, and you can use something like way to debug your code, which won't come here. We'll go another time we will explain about this. And you can give the memory information, how much memory is needed. Higher memory, if you give more, it is going to cost you more. So better to go for the lower memory. So you can give the timeout, how much timeout you expect. If the say that if your code takes more than say 3 seconds, then the system assumes there's a problem in this code, some issue, it will exit. So I can give a timeout of 5. So I can give this information and about this Lambda. Oh, another thing I wanted to discuss is the concept of the provision. Now, if you expect a lot of requests in your Lambda, your request say 1,000 parallel requests of the parallel calls of your Lambda code. And if that is the case, then you would like to possibly you want to have some provision Lambda provision concurrency you may have like to have instead of using the normal Lambda concurrency. Provision concurrency will give you a higher amount of limit beyond which it will give you higher performance. So traditionally, if say I am expecting, I gave the reserved concurrency as 100, and if say that my so this is my reserved concurrency, right? So say if my reserved concurrency is this, and if I is 100, and if I get 120 requests, then 20 of my request is going to be throttled. It won't be satisfied. So those go into the throttled mode. So you have to understand that you in case the performance is very critical for your Lambda, then you can go for provision this instance, wherein you will have to pay more for the Lambda code. So that is the point about this. So let me come back to another video related to Lambda pricing. Thank you. Bye.